seeming late to complete. Her voyage serves as a reminder that, when overcome, challenges are only stepping stones to success. Chrissy is starting her new life as a mother with tenacity and a fearless attitude. There's a lot more to learn in the following section of this narrative, when we'll examine the difficulties of becoming a mother later in life, the emotional impact this occasion has had on Chrissy, and the specific preparations she made before welcoming her baby. As the world continues to respond to Chrissy Lynn's unexpected but inspirational journey into parenthood at the age of 53, she and gym fans, medical professionals, and even celebrities are contributing to the growing discussion around this. Means for women everywhere who have ever been taught that their ambitions have an impact, not just for Chrissy and Jim Jones. Expiry date, the enthusiasm around this milestone has only grown more intense as, while many are just enjoying Chrissy's new chapter, others delve deeper into how this all came to be, are keen to comprehend the personal, emotional, and physiological difficulties associated with having a child so late in life. What sacrifices did Chrissy have to make to get ready for this, and most importantly, how is she doing? Managing this significant life transition since the birth of her child, one of the most talked about subjects at the moment is the Chrissy's pregnancy's medical aspects. Considering that most women experience menopause between their late 40s, and since a natural pregnancy in her early 50s would have been extremely unlikely, many have conjectured that Chrissy could have used donated eggs or undertaken reproductive procedures like IVF to conceive. Medical progress has made. It is still a high-risk procedure, even though women over 50 to become pregnant and deliver birth. Given the increased danger of difficulties, contemporary science advises extreme caution while pregnant at this age. Chrissy has not disclosed conditions including high blood preeclampsia, gestation, diabetes, and preterm. According to people close to the couple, she was receiving medical attention during her pregnancy. Mama Jones had to be closely watched and adhere to a rigorous health regimen to protect herself and the baby. One of the first family members to discuss how difficult this journey was for Chrissy was Jim's mother. In a recent interview, she conveyed her pride in Chrissy for persevering through the mental and physical strain of pregnancy. She explained how Chrissy had to alter her diet and make other major life at this age. Cards include lowering stress and adhering to a customized exercise regimen designed for older expectant moms were required despite the dangers in order to provide her body with the best chance of delivering a safe baby to full term. Despite the challenges, Chrissy persisted, and her fortitude is what finally made this moment possible. Meanwhile, fans are continually amazed by Jim Jones's steadfast assistance over this entire journey. Jim was criticized for being reluctant to make significant changes in his relationship with Chrissy, especially when it married and having a family, but his most recent social media post revealing their baby's first look, along with his sincere statement that Chrissy is a warrior, has altered the opinions of many people. Fans, one admirer said that Jim Jones has arrived, congratulating him for taking charge and demonstrating his readiness for this new position as a father. It's lovely to see him so pleased and encouraging of Chrissy right now. This is what love looks like. Chrissy has always been resilient, but having Jim by her side makes it even more so, according to another comment. Naturally, not everyone is in favor of this new phase. Some detractors still doubt Chrissy's choice, claiming that being a mother at 53 would not be equitable for the kid in the long term. The issues vary from one of the main objections to the reality of parenting a kid at a later age is the possible health concerns. Many people are concerned about Chrissy's ability to manage the responsibilities of parenthood, given the age difference between her and her infant. As she ages, some have noted that she will be far into her 70s by the time her child reaches maturity. Although these worries are legitimate, Chrissy supports ERS's contention that a person's age shouldn't determine whether or not they deserve to be a parent. They stress the importance of love, commitment, and the capacity to create a secure and caring environment. Are significantly more age, and social media is full with arguments and admiration for Chrissy's. One fan added, acting like motherhood has an age limit, in response to others who were criticizing the decision. Let's be pleased for Chrissy, another user, since she is strong, accomplished, and more than capable of parenting a child. Despite my happiness for her, what could happen in the future, because raising a child is a lot of work. and it just becomes more difficult as you age. This continuous debate has spurred a broader discussion on the changing. Given the changing expectations of society and the nature of parenthood, an increasing number of women are opting to become mothers. Whether as a result of personal preference, financial stability, or career objectives, Chrissy's narrative has only contributed to this expanding trend, positioning her as a representation of defying as Chrissy and Jim adapt to life. They are also getting ready for the next big step as new parents, a private ceremony to welcome their child. The pair is organizing a private party with close pals, according to those close to them, and family to commemorate this momentous milestone. Although the specifics are still being kept under wraps, it is anticipated to be a touching occasion. Fans are eager to see if Chrissy will reveal more intimate moments from her life, which are full of love, joy, and thankfulness. Trip because, due to the tremendous support she has received, she has mostly kept her experience private so far. Many think that she will ultimately share her story and perhaps even encourage other women to inquire about Chrissy's future plans, while simultaneously pursuing their aspirations of becoming mothers at any age. Are beginning to emerge? Will she continue to work in entertainment while juggling parenthood, or will she step back and concentrate on her new role? Will she and Jim eventually get married now that they have established a fans are anxious to know the answers to these concerns about family time and only future holds for them? One thing is for sure. Chrissy Lampkin's path to parenthood has had a profound influence, has demonstrated that having the will to persevere and the courage to take chances may result in amazing things. Is one of dismantling establishing standards, and demands have no time limits, regardless of your agreement. Regardless of her choice, there is no doubting that she has made history on her own, and her admirers are still talking about it. Others are interested in how Christy is, while others are thrilled with the news of her baby. For many, having a child is the most unexpected and touching time in her life to date. But as kids understand that being a parent is a big responsibility, especially when you're juggling an already prominent lifestyle. Although it's a joyful time for Chrissy and Jim Jones, a lot of things are changing at the same time. Chrissy's daily life has completely changed in terms of priorities and new duties, undoubtedly changed from changing diapers and nursing her infant late at night to being familiar with the ins and outs of special needs. Despite her strength and fortitude, Chrissy is adjusting to a whole new world. Unquestionably, Chrissy has enlisted more assistance to deal with the demands of parenting at this point in her life. Help her during this time of transition, something many well-known families go through, but sources according to people close to the pair is very hands-on, engage child's this time. Care for a woman in the spotlight, from feeding to her, to prioritize her family, and, with the limited information we have seen on social media, keep a large portion of her personal life secret. Chrissy is obviously welcoming new chapter with the same tenacity and poise that have characterized her public persona. Chrissy is happy with enjoying her private moments even if more updates. Time's out of the spotlight, at least for the time being. According to the couple's friends, she has always been secretive about Jim. Jones, on the other hand, is entering into parenthood, yet there are some parts of her life that are the same. Jim, who is renowned for having a rough appearance, has displayed a gentle in interviews and social media posts. Since the birth of their child, Jim has shown how proud he is of Chrissy, and how insiders claim that he has a great deal of affection for his new job as a parent, and has been quite engaged in the daily duties of raising their infant, and has supported Chrissy for this whole. He has supported her emotionally and shared in the process with her throughout the restless nights. The birth of their kid has also raised concerns for Chrissy's future due to the responsibilities of parenthood. And Jim's marriage has long been a subject of conjecture, despite the fact that they have been together for many years. Some fans and members of the medical media are speculating about whether the birth of their child would ultimately result in them getting married. Fans are hoping for the next big news, even though Chrissy and Jim have not disclosed any wedding preparations. No matter what the future of the marriage brings, the pair will have a walk down the aisle, evident that as the couple continues to acclimate to their new situation, their relationship has only gotten stronger with the arrival of their kid. Social. Media continues to provide them with overwhelming support from their friends, family, and fans in their duties as parents. To be inundated with well wishes, congratulations, and anecdotes from fans who discover Chrissy's journey. Chrissy's tale is serving as an inspiration to many women, particularly those who have had difficulties in becoming moms. Her capacity to accept children later in life is a source of inspiration, demonstrating to others that there is always time to follow their aspirations in spite of social norms. Despite the adoration and respect that the pair has also been criticized for. As previously stated, Jim has made, their family is obviously stronger. The pair has decided to concentrate more than before. Highlight the advantages of this new chapter instead of interacting with the pleasure of welcoming them despite the negative. Their child surpasses all external factors. Thoughts. Predicting that it will be fascinating to observe how Jim and Christy maintain their hectic schedules while parenting both of their children have jobs that require a substantial amount of time. And supporters are excited to see whether they can Chrissy's come back to the limelight in the same role she had held becoming a mother, regardless of whether she keeps her employment sector or stands aside to concentrate on her family is yet unknown. But one thing is nevertheless, this new chapter is just the start of an interesting adventure for, at this point, Chrissy and Jim are also. It is noteworthy that Chrissy's narrative has generated discussions concerning women. Many people use this to deal with aging and parenthood, moment as a means of questioning conventional opinions on when to begin. Unfortunately, medical progress has made. Is it feasible for women to become parents? Later in life, and the tale of Chris is a dazzling illustration of how age doesn't have to be a constraining element. By fortitude and capacity to accept parenting as she sees fit. We are still following Chrissy's journey. She has undoubtedly turned into an emblem of tenacity and fortitude, for her tale demonstrates that with dedication, everything is achievable. Most fulfilling phases frequently appear when you least expect it, whereas there may be obstacles on the way. Jim and Chrissy have demonstrated that they are ready and willing to tackle them together. Their narrative full of love and steadfast dedication to one another and their new family, which we will always maintain you informed about all the fans are amazed and filled with questions after today's tale utterly rocked the internet. The story of Chrissy Lampkin's 53-year-old motherhood went viral, and many on social media, the media is praising this surprising yet touching miracle, but as usual, there's more to it than meets the eye. Although many people are thrilled to hear this news, some people are worried for Chrissy's health. The dangers associated with giving birth at her age, and how she overcame this difficult journey. Chrissy has achieved pregnancy after the age of 50, common and frequently accompanied by serious health issues. What actually transpired behind the scenes and how, in spite of the odds, did she accomplish this amazing milestone? Jim Jones, her lifelong boyfriend, recently released the first picture of their child. What does this imply for her future? The heartfelt caption on social media and the internet is a flurry of responses. Bless my darling. That statement alone, Queen, you're a warrior, sums up all Chrissy endured to bring her kid into the world. Fans from across the world have been pouring their love and support for the pair into the comment box during this moment that changed Chrissy's life. It's no secret that the relationship between Chrissy and Jim has been turbulent for years. Speculation regarding whether they would ever move on with the next phase of creating a family, after it has taken everyone by surprise that they have finally reached this milestone together, after years of waiting. Surprise! But what's even more startling is that Chrissy's pregnancy was kept under wraps. So, in contrast to many celebs who divulge every aspect of their journey, Chrissy chose to remain anonymous and go through this procedure in solitude. The news didn't surface until after the kid was born, leaving admirers speechless. While some are describing it as a great miracle, others are wondering how she'd blick knowing. What is Chrissy's tale has undoubtedly served innumerable. Society has imposed rigid expectations on women worldwide, and when it comes to motherhood, there is sometimes a notion that the desire to become a mother should be abandoned at a certain age. But Chrissy has fully broke that notion, demonstrating that it's never too late to follow your aspirations. Her story is one of perseverance, resolve, faith, but it doesn't mean it was simple. Pregnancy at 53 has significant hazards. Several those close to the couple have said that Chrissy had a lot of health issues throughout this procedure. Jim's mother, Mama Jones, recently acknowledged how challenging this trip was for Chrissy, saying she needed to be closely monitored by doctors and take special care to protect herself and the infants. Chrissy persevered through all of these difficulties, and she eventually had a gorgeous, healthy baby. Supporters' unwavering support has been nothing short of amazing, and social media is overflowing with one admirer responded, "Chrissy, you've always been an icon," along with words of congrats, adoration, and support. However, this goes a step further. Being a mother at 53 is insurmountable. I wish you and another reader said, "Wow, I never thought I'd see this day Christy has. Your baby has all the happiness in the world. Been through so much, and even other celebrities and influenced that she deserves all of this joy." Many have praised her bravery and grit, calling her a beacon of tenacity that inspires women everywhere. That pursuing your aspirations has no time limit. But naturally, not everyone is celebrating with any. There will always be detractors of big celebrity announcements, and Chrissy's tale is no exception. Some individuals have spoken, others have raised worries about her age and questioned if having a kid at 53 was a sensible choice. Examining the possible dangers of late pregnancies, such as issues like gestational hypertension, critics have hinted that Chrissy may find it difficult to manage her diabetes and labor issues. One cynical reader said, "I'm happy for Chrissy, but let's be real," referring to the duties of parenting as she grows older. Having a kid at this age is difficult. I hope she is healthy and ready for the difficulties that lie ahead. Despite these, Chrissy and Jim appear totally unflappable as they embrace this new phase of their lives. Lives and close sources claim that they are already planning for the future. This raises another important point about most women experience menopause in their late 40s. Everyone is wondering how Chrissy became pregnant at this age, or early 50s, which makes becoming pregnant naturally practically difficult, but thanks to modern developments like IVF and hormone. Even after menopause, treatment has enabled women to become pregnant, but Chrissy has not made the specifics of. Many speculate that she could have had one of these operations during her pregnancy in order to fulfill her desire to become a mother. The fact that she bring a kid into the world is what matters, regardless of how it transpired. That she merits all the praise in spite of the criticism by the overwhelmingly favorable reaction. Fans, Chrissy's journey as an example, nothing in her ambitions, have also been complimenting Jim Jones for his unwavering support, stating that he has been there for Chrissy no matter what. One admirer said, "This is such a beautiful moment. Jim has really stepped up and shown the world how much he loves Chrissy." Jim and Chrissy's relationship has had its ups and downs, but this new phase seemed to have strengthened their bond even more, and when the word gets out, many people are unsure of what will happen next. For according to those close to the marriage, Chrissy and Jim are organizing a private event to commemorate this momentous occasion. Although specific, the event is reportedly a modest with close friends and family. Given her experience of becoming a mother, people are eager to see how Chrissy will embrace parenthood and what her next moves will be. A strong, self-reliant lady who will approach her new journey with the same tenacity, and with millions of people discussing this narrative, one thing is evident: the confidence that has characterized her whole career. Chrissy Lampkin has created history. Her the strength, perseverance, and the conviction that she has demonstrated that no desire is too large or too impossible, and becoming a mother at the age of 53 is no little accomplishment. Being late to complete, her voyage serves as a reminder that, when overcome, challenges are only stepping stones to success. Chrissy her new life as a mother with tenacity and a fearless attitude, and there's a lot more to learn in the following section of this narrative when we'll examine the difficulties of becoming a mother later in life, the emotional impact this occasion has had on Chrissy, and the specific preparations she made before welcoming her baby. As the world continues to respond to Chrissy Lynn's unexpected but inspirational journey into parenthood at the age of 53, and Jim fans, medical professionals, and even contributing to the growing discussion around this means for women everywhere who have ever been taught that their ambitions have an impact, not just for Chrissy and Jim Jones. Expiry date, The enthusiasm around this milestone has only grown more intense as, while many are just enjoying Chrissy's new chapter, others delve deeper into how this all came to be, are keen to comprehend the personal, emotional, and physiological difficulties associated with having a child so late in life. Stage of life. What sacrifices did Chrissy to get ready for this, and most importantly, how is she doing? Managing this significant life transition since the birth of her child, one of the most talked about subjects at the moment is the Chrissy's pregnancy's medical aspects, hearing that most women experience menopause between their late 40s, and since a natural pregnancy in her early 50s would have been extremely unlikely, many have conjectured that Chrissy could have used donated eggs or undertaken reproductive procedures like IVF to conceive. Medical progress has made. It is still a high-risk procedure, even though it is feasible for women over 50 to become pregnant and deliver birth. Given the increased danger of difficulties for the body, contemporary science advises extreme caution while pregnant at this age. Chrissy has not disclosed conditions including high blood pressure, preeclampsia, gestational, diabetes, and preterm delivery. According to people close to the couple, she was constantly receiving medical attention during her pregnancy. Mama Jones had to be closely watched and adhere to a rigorous health regimen to protect herself and the baby. One of the first family members to discuss how difficult this journey was for Chrissy was Jim's mother. In a recent interview, she conveyed her pride in Chrissy for persevering through the mental and physical strain of pregnancy. She explained how Chrissy had to alter her diet and make other major lifestyle changes at this age. These safeguards include lowering stress and adhering to a customized exercise regimen designed for older, expectant moms. Were required despite the dangers in order to provide her body with the best chance of delivering a safe baby to full term. Despite the challenges, Chrissy persisted, and her fortitude is what finally made this moment possible. Meanwhile, fans are continually amazed by Jim Jones's steadfast assistance over this entire journey. Jim was criticized for being reluctant to make significant changes in his relationship with Chrissy, especially when it came to getting married and having a family, but his most recent social media post revealing their baby's first look, along with his sincere statement that Chrissy is a warrior, has altered the opinions of many people. Fans, one admirer said that Jim Jones has arrived, congratulating him for taking charge and demonstrating his readiness for this new position as a father. It's lovely to see him so pleased and encouraging of Chrissy right now. This is what love looks like. Chrissy has always been resilient, but having Jim by her side during this only makes it even more so, according to another comment. Naturally, not everyone is in favor of this new phase. Some detractors still doubt Chrissy's choice.